45 minutes to sunrise and about 40 minutes until I reach the trailhead. Kind of get a bit close, as usual. We are here. Mesa Arch Trailhead. Alright, a couple minutes until the sunrise. Good morning. This trail is a small loop. It's like just under 3/4 mile. Not a whole lot of elevation gain. I'm gonna focus on getting there before it's too late. It's happening. Still there. Not very many people here today.
Where are you guys from? Wisconsin. We're going out to St. George as much as we can in the winter. So we
So epic. There's so many different angles. Such a special place to watch a sunrise. Okay, my hands are numb. It's time to go. It's like, I think it was about 20 degrees Fahrenheit when I got here. This is really just one of the greatest places to see the sunrise because of how spectacular that arch is when it glows gold on the bottom. These canyons are massive. This is another cool overlook called the White Rim Overlook. It's not as good from this angle, but anyways, as I was saying, that right there is like the White Rim. It has its own overlook, but you could see it from here too. Okay, back to the car. I have one more stop I want to make in this national park, and then I'm gonna be moving on to do some other things I'd like to accomplish today. Bye, Mesa Arch. I'm really trying to accomplish a lot today while I'm in the Moab area because I have to be home in 3 days back in Los Angeles area. So in going with the 5-day road trip theme, this would be like the halfway point. Okay, and that's the parking lot. There's nobody there except for me. Here's some quick info about the hike. Feel free to pause it if you'd like to read. On my way to the Upheaval Dome. This has been on my list of things I want to do since I learned about it when I was writing a blog post about Canyonlands National Park. So I do a lot of research for those posts. Granted, there's so much that you just don't know until you get there, but yeah, I am gonna get there today. This is the Upheaval Dome trailhead. Okay, here's some information about the hike. Can pause it if you want to read. I'm gonna go to these two overlooks. I'm not doing this big long loop because I'm gonna spend my time doing something else today. First overlook and second overlook. This way. It's a lot of stairs. Currently walking to the second overlook. There were some people at the first one, so I figured I would just check that one out on the way back. That must be where I'm going. I lost the trail though. Or I guess there's some cairn right there. Cairns. This is actually a really cool hike. Cool. So, this Upheaval Dome I learned about, and what makes it so fascinating is, I guess the scientists aren't really sure why it's here. And that to me is fascinating, because I don't know anything. And I think it's crazy that we can assume so much already. But this boggles even those people. It's fascinating. Pretty cool. Not all the spots in Canyonlands National Parks is like a hike. There's a lot of overlooks and stuff. Like that first one was half a mile back, so that round trip hike would be pretty short, but this is the second overlook. Really nice views. All around. What a cool spot. Sometimes it's just like so hard to leave these places because they're so beautiful. I could literally just sit out here all day. But I didn't bring enough food with me, so I can't do that. I'm gonna be hungry soon. I hear voices, that's a good reason to leave. Okay. Back to the trailhead slash passing by the first overlook. The trail has been a lot easier to follow coming back. Okay, just like that, back to the fork in the road. Let's check out that first overlook. Yeah, I would say the second overlook is better out there. But this is cool too. It's just not as strenuous. It's a shorter hike. Fun. I'm having too much fun with the shadows. So, if you want to know a little bit more about this, let me get my shadow out of the way this time. You can pause it to read. Back to the car. There's definitely a lot of stairs on this hike. So the round trip statistics are, I think it's just under 1.5 miles round trip to go to both viewpoints and the overlook. And it's about 250 feet of elevation. Okay. Alright, see you later, Upheaval Dome Trail. That's cool. I would recommend this hike a lot, actually. My app says that it's 1.3 miles, but this is saying it's 1.8, what I just hiked. Let's see what my step counter says. Okay, my step counter is only saying it was about 1.3, give or take. We are now approaching the Green River Overlook. So there's a lot of other overlooks too that you can check out if you ever come here. They all kind of offer something a little different. They are similar, but still pretty. Oh yeah, this is a good one too. So cool. I'm gonna take off now and take a break, make my way to the next spot. I have a couple hikes in Arches National Park that I'd like to do today. Before we exit the park, I wanted to also check out the Schaefer Overlook. This is honestly one of the best ones because it's got a unique kind of thing going for it. Let's see if I can get down to this little area. This is just a cool overlook. It's unique because of this road. It like weaves down the canyon. Looks pretty cool. If you have a 4-wheel drive car, you can actually go down there. I will not be doing that. Okay, hi. So I'm leaving Canyonlands National Park now. There are a lot of other viewpoints that anyone can check out. Some of them require hiking or scrambling. Some of them are literally right off the road. There's kind of something for everybody. You can kind of make it the kind of day that you want to have. In total today at this park, I walked about 2 miles, maybe a little more than that. Most of the trails in Canyonlands National Park, this is the Island in the Sky area, and most of the trails that are here are relatively short. They're like less than 2 miles to the outlooks that are not directly next to the road. So you could really check out all of them in the same day if you wanted to. But like if you wanted to extend this into a full day trip. Right now it's 11:40. So for me, this is like, I gotta get some food in my belly. And I am going to spend the second half of the day at Arches National Park before sunset around 5:30-ish maybe. I'm so obsessed with this place. I'm looking on both sides. I know I'm distracted because the views are so good where I'm parked right now. I'm like kind of, because the Island in the Sky is basically, we're on the top of the canyon, and the Island in the Sky is like this sliver of canyon that goes, or this flat part that goes out into the canyon, and then there's a road that like weaves along it. So yeah, there's just a lot of different viewpoints. Again, some of them are very similar to one another. Some of them are very unique, like this Schaefer one. Highly recommend this park. I know that it's not as highly or as frequently visited as some of the others. And again, I think that's due to like proximity to major cities. Moab is close to here, but Arches National Park, I think, is the park that more people know about, because that's like the Utah license plate has that arch on it, and the arch that is based on is in Arches National Park. It's called the Delicate Arch. That's like a 3-mile trail. I wanted to do that one today. I don't know if I will though, because the hike that I came here for is called it's actually a series of arches. It's like a Devil's Garden trail. But there's just a bunch of arches along the circle. And there's one, I'll tell you about it when I get there. I'm not going to go into detail about it right now. This video is already way too long. Anyways, I'm going to get focused on making my way that way. Ta-ta for now. I am enjoying a break at Lions Park, just outside Moab. But they've got everything you need here. Picnic tables, bathrooms, no complaints. Okay, I'm making some turkey sandwiches in the back of my car. Little bagel sandwiches. It's like a little burger. This is the entrance to Arches National Park. rock. First stop, Delicate Arch. I'm just going to this lower viewing area. See it? Such an icon. Okay, let's go to the other trailhead. Okay, this is the final trailhead of today. Yeah, I just gotta say that after moving nonstop for 3 days, I am exhausted. It's hard to go, because, I mean, I've only been taking 4-hour naps at night. Because I'm trying to just accomplish a lot in this 5-day, well, it's technically a 7-day window of time, but the first day and the last day will be bulk driving. But now that I'm in Arches, I've been to all 5 of Utah's national parks in the course of 3 days, which is quite an accomplishment, honestly, because I feel like I've been doing a lot of stuff. In total, so far, I've walked in that 3-day time span. I've walked 17-ish miles, and this trail, I mean, I can make it like 2 miles or so, or I may walk farther. I'm not really sure what I want to do yet. I'm kind of tired, and I kind of want to keep it short, because even if I walk 2 miles, that puts my daily total at about 5, which is satisfactory, I guess. This road trip, since I have to turn around now, and start heading back towards California. But for the sake of what you're watching, this is the 3rd day of a 5-day road trip. So this is the center point. From here, you could either extend the road trip onward into Colorado, or if you were here wanting to make a loop from where I started in Las Vegas a couple of days ago, then I'm going to basically be wrapping back towards Las Vegas now. But, yeah, so that's what is to be expected at least over the next couple of days. There is only about an hour and a half of daylight left, and I like to at least make it to Landscape Arch. Landscape Arch is kind of the highlight of this area. It's the longest sandstone arch in the park, and I think, some people have acclaimed it to be the longest in the world. It's 280 something feet, I believe. I'm sure the trailhead sign will say it, but it's pretty cool. And that is why I'm here at this specific spot, because I have never seen that arch before, and it's been on my list for a while. It's just hard to see all of the arches in Arches National Park because there's hundreds of them. There's the double arch, which is pretty cool. Obviously the delicate arch. I also liked the windows and turret arch. There's some really good ones in this park, and there's more too. I haven't been to all of them. Some of them you can't even get to unless you have 4-wheel drive. So, one day I'm going to go back to Canyonlands, where I was this morning, and I'm going to come back here with a car that has 4-wheel drive capabilities, because those are I can't do that in my little Civic, because I don't want to get stuck somewhere and have somebody have to come rescue me, because that's not what I want. Okay, I've been talking for way too long. I need to get on this trail pronto. All right, 2/3 to landscape. Pine tree and tunnel, those are quick detours. Maybe I should do those first. Yeah. Tunnel first. That's cool. That's the light that's shining through. That guy, that tunnel arch. I think this pine tree arch is supposed to be a pretty famous one. Ooh, very soft sand here. Definitely gonna have to dump my shoes out after this one. Now, just gotta get to landscape arch before the sun goes down. Looks like molars. That is a massive arch. That look kind of like a snake. Cool. Ooh, so thin right there. Yeah, super thin right there. I was reading something earlier that said that you used to be able to like hike up here to get to the other side of the arch, but pieces of rock are like falling off of it relatively regularly now, and so they've closed that trail. You can't walk underneath the bridge anymore. So who knows if this thing will still be here next time I'm here. Okay, the amount of time that I just spent here is trying to take a selfie where I'm like holding on to this. So just holding on for dear life here. Okay, time to go. A mile back to the trailhead. So I've officially walked 20 total miles on this trip. 20 miles in 3 days, 5 national parks. Still got 2 days left. Kind of looks like a sandcastle. See that lone standing rock on the far left? It's called Dark Angel. That's what I wanted to hike to today, but then I changed my mind because I thought it was an arch. I was very wrong. The Skyline Arch. Is balanced. Still hanging on. See the windows over there. Quickly closing out this video, I'm driving southwest from Moab, Utah toward like Las Vegas, Los Angeles, that direction. So this is gonna conclude day 3 of this trip, and tomorrow I will be bringing you somewhere else. See you there. Good night.